Do you need your phone?
Right now I'm trying to log in with my phone. Do you need it?
I just want to upload some video, some photos.
Oh, yeah, here.
You don't need it now?
I don't know. I'll see. Okay, let me see if I can hear myself better now. This way. Wait. Okay. Oof. Yeah, that's better. See how this is off center? All right, let me see here. Why don't we see the screen? Let me restart. What we're going to work on today is on the game that I'm trying to show you and introduce different characters. Let me reopen. Let me also do Digimon. Where is it? Digimon. Lofia. Why is Spotlight not working? There we go. That's the one. Okay. Let me check out Twitch really quick. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start QuickTime Player again. Oh, that's right. New. Can I do it in parallel? Oh no. Okay, this looks good. Then I'm just going to use a simulator from here. That should be good enough. Just so you can see what I'm working on. And we're going to learn something new today. I don't even know how that works just yet. But you can see the character currently in the game is this guy. Let me move this over here. Like this. I created this guy 6 years ago in a voxel editor. You can see it's like little blocks to make a ball and eyes and mouth. And you basically play this character to get as many kills as possible, and you can eat onigiris to grow your sword, which makes it easier to kill others before they reach you. That's the premise of the game. What? Wait. And it's actually pretty hard. It's a hardcore game. Because look, I got already hit twice, and third time I die. And I just introduced a $1 revive button just to have some kind of in-app purchase. And then you got your score, main menu. Your high score is 8. You can also open up the leaderboard. I don't know if it's gonna work in a sandbox here, maybe not. But I want to replace the character. I would like to replace it, and I already downloaded some assets. And I would like to see how I can integrate this new asset into the game. And we're going to use AI to help us with that. So let's see. Let's go over here. And I guess we can just open up any kind of README. I don't know if I want to use Claude, because if I hit my limit, actually, I could use Claude to ask stuff. Maybe I can use ChatGPT to ask stuff. I don't want to use up my tokens. So here I want to show you what I got. I downloaded this Kai kit, and it has these characters. This knight, this old bear guy. And this archer, magician, and I guess this is a ranger, and this is a archer of some sort. And I want to introduce this knight. And we got the character in FBX, barbarian, knight, mage, ranger, rogue. I want the knight, and we have it in GLB. So I wonder if I can just upload any kind of files, photos and files, downloads. So let me see. I could do knight, FPX, and let's also do knight GLB, and just say, hey, I got a scene kit game. And what do we have here? Momoko, which is the player. Let me see in Finder. It's actually it's a SCN scene. Can I just drag and drop it into ChatGPT? Oof. Not this guy. Drop file here to add it to the conversation. Yes. Okay. I got a scene kit game where my current character is the Momoko SCN character. However, I downloaded a free character asset pack in which there was a knight. It came with 2 file formats, knight.fbx and knight.glb. Which of these formats can I use for my Xcode projects? if any? And if not, which can I convert to a compatible file type so that I can use it? Does Reality Composer Pro help in any way here? I have no clue and rely on you. Let's see what he says. Super curious about that one. All right, this is thinking. I also want to improve the world. If we look at the world right now, it's really just tiles, two different types of tiles. You have grass tiles and water tiles. I already improved the water tiles, so it's kind of distorting, which is nice. But I would love for the grass tiles to have also some actual grass, some rocks lying around, some stuff you can hide behind, maybe something else that tells you cannot go into the water instead of just, you know, being the cliff and you end walking, to make the game just nicer. But first we are going to introduce the knight. Oof. Am I beating my high score now? 6 kills. I don't know. No. Whoops. Oh yeah, I did it. No, I didn't yet. Not just yet. That's why I need a longer sword, so I can swing from a distance without risking to die. Okay. Let's see here. Still thinking. I'm in thinking mode. Does that make sense? Can I play my music again? Yes. All right. Where are we here? Ben Chilling. Hey, how's it going, Ben? We're trying to improve our game here. I made a lot of improvements already with the menu, leaderboard that you can turn on and off, music, and then in the game over screen you can even purchase for $1 that you can revive. Now I want to replace the character, because right now it's just this boring creature here, right? And I bought some assets that I want to use. This guy. And I wonder, once I introduce the knight, maybe as an enemy, I can introduce this grandpa who's running around instead. So we're gonna figure it out how to do that. Streaming interrupted, waiting for the complete message. Oh, come on. ChatGPT is taking his time. How about we do Grok in parallel? I'm just gonna ask without uploading files. Maybe you already know, but the problem with having the dude follow you like that is that you always attack him in the same way because he is at the same distance and direction from you. The problem is you will always attack him in the same way. I am European. What do you mean by the same way? Because he's at the same distance and direction from you. Because, I mean, I think you are not completely wrong, but my player is actually slightly faster, as you can tell. I'm slightly getting away from him, from the guy. See? And then once I'm further away, I can turn around and point my sword. Whoa, whoops. If I'm good at it. I can point my sword at his body and he would basically walk into the blade, you know, like this. Did you see that? And if I eat the onigiri, my sword is getting longer, which means I can just, at some point, I can just slap him like this. See, without him reaching me, because his sword is too short. Because I ate enough onigiris. That's the goal. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. But I agree. Look, this is a very simple game. There's someone, if you have feedback how to improve that game loop, let me know. I am working on it. It was just a first version to get the thing out, the idea out, and just something going. I don't know if that's fun. I mean, I wish it was, and maybe it's fun for a little bit, but then really quickly you feel like, okay, dude, this is hard and something is missing. Something's for sure missing. Yeah, their swords get longer too if they eat onigiri as well. Yes. However, there's only 50 onigiri on the field, right? So once everything is eaten up, there's none left. And then you might end up actually on average being the one who has the longest sword, because once the enemy dies, their sword length is reset, right? And they can die and revive. You can't. Once you die, you're dead. That's your score, right? So then once they die, even if they ate some onigiri, let me slap him. See, I slapped him without him getting to me. His sword length is reset. There's always fun when you see there is a goal, a way to get there, a challenge. Yeah, I agree. So, you know, if you have ideas, let me know. I have some ideas. Wait. Look. See. I have some ideas. For example, because I downloaded this content pack, it comes with different swords. So for example, what if you can unlock swords? What if you have achievements? Like, hey, kill 10 enemies is your first achievement. Eat 10 onigiris is another achievement. Maybe I have a bar. Right now, you can't really tell what's the length of your sword. There's no indicator. You just have a sword and it lights up green once you eat an onigiri, but it doesn't really tell you, okay, what is happening? And at some point you might realize, oh, it's longer? I didn't even notice. It's so subtle, right? Until it's actually significantly longer. So I'm thinking of having some kind of indicator on top that shows like maybe 5 points. And after every 5th onigiri, you maybe level up your sword from here to the next sword. So you actually have a different style and it is longer. So you clearly see it, right? Maybe something like that. I would generate some bodies of water randomly and some bridges on top of the water. So you might get trapped on a bridge. It makes it more exciting. Trapped on a bridge. Yeah, you're right with the level design. If you talk about improving the level design, I love the idea of introducing some kind of, in the middle, some kind of water, let's say a river or some sort, or maybe even, I don't know, lake with a bridge or river with a bridge, and you have to come over. So there's a left and right side, for example. I think you call it biome, right? Do you call different levels biome? I'm imagining a music that is funky, maybe a little funny. Bing bong with the EDML. Yeah. It could be. I just introduced some music to it. Hey, if you want to, you can download the app. It's for free. And check it out yourself on the App Store. It's already available right now. It's called Momoko here. Or Momoko.io. And then let me know. Right now I just downloaded some royalty-free music, and what is going on with ChatGPT? I downloaded some royalty-free music and included it because previously, just a week ago, there was no music at all, right? So I wanted to have at least some kind of music in there, and it wasn't that important to have the best, but just good enough to get something going. That's kind of like my philosophy. Just every feature has to be good enough, and then you keep going. I just ship an update, one small improvement at a time. Oh, let me see here. What does ChatGPT say? The key issue is not which one is newer, it is which one does Synced actually ingest cleanly. Yeah. I didn't ask for newer, right? Okay, for Synced game, the practical target formats are SCN and DAE Collada, old, but still the standard import. Apple documents that when you add DAE or Alembic files to an Xcode, Xcode converts them for Synced use. Does not natively support. Is binary. Synced is not the normal direct destination. GLTF, not GLB. Okay. Convert the night to DAE. Yeah, okay, how do I do that? Convert from. Usually use GLB first. If the asset pack author built it for modern PBR workflows and the materials look correct. Okay. I would make the revive button on the left side of another button. It's too in your face if you see it there with the price. This one to the left. It's too in your face. To the left. But I don't want him to. You mean like, oh, new game would be like, you know, it would suggest if I put this out of the face, out of someone's face, then they would not see it as much. Maybe a plus button. Or let me ask this way, what's the hesitation about having it in your face? You're not forced to buy it. You can always tap new game and start from new, right? But at least if it's in your face, that's my thinking at least, you're never gonna miss it. And I'll be like, hey, you can revive for $1. Let me see here how I can convert this. Did I show this already? Yeah, right? I showed this guy. This guy is what I wanted to convert right now. You could click it by accident if you played. Oh, okay, good point, good point. But the good thing is, nothing's happening if you click it by accident. When you click it, you're not buying immediately. When you click it, you still have to, like literally your phone is popping up the buy overlay, and then you have to turn your phone and have your Face ID identify you as you double tap the power button afterwards. So there's no accidental charge. If you're always careful about not clicking it, you might build some resistance with the game. I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't want to introduce resistance, but if someone clicks it accidentally, they literally cannot buy it without then afterwards clicking 2 times the power button while turning the phone portrait to verify themselves. I think we're safe there. I would not want to have people accidentally buy it either. I agree with that. That would be like a dark pattern. But I do not mind really having it in their face and then they can just choose, you know, as long as I'm not tricking them into buying stuff. I agree with that. GLB. Okay, let me see here. GLB to... So what do we want to convert it to? Into Blender. Blender supports both formats. Check mesh, texture, material, skeleton, animation, scale, orientation. Export from Blender to DAE. Add that to your... Okay, so that's the format. Let me see if I can do it online. Converter. Convert 3D. Yes. Putting revive on the left side of new game might be good or worth a try. Yeah, it might be something I have to then track, like measure. I don't have enough players right now to measure like A/B test to see what converts better. But yeah. I just released the update with this button a day ago. Since you can learn to keep your thumb at the same distance when you play a lot, but you still see the button and know it's a possibility. I see what you mean, because you're like this and the button is in your reach and you still see it. Yeah, I think at some point, if I don't have any users, honestly, this game I released 6 years ago, and right now I'm making more fuss about it. I'm trying to make people aware of it. I have basically just family and friends download it right now, just 5 downloads in the last week. But once I get to more users, I can do these kind of experiments where I can measure, okay, which button placement converts better or leads to a better experience in the game. My plan is, after I introduce this character, just to make the game look a little bit nicer, you know? Then I feel like it has a good enough default state or foundational state of, hey, you have a character that doesn't look too bad, you have a game loop that kind of makes sense, you have a leaderboard, a global leaderboard where you can see your high score and you can compete against others a little bit, so there's a little bit of a goal, and with a goal in place, there's also at least some kind of justification why to pay money to revive to get your new high score. Like a closed loop, even if it's weak, even if it's a weak loop, a weak means to pay, you know, everything's weak, but it's present, right? Then I'm planning on posting TikTok videos and have people hopefully become aware of the game and download it. And then I can start experimenting with stuff like that. Let me see. Do I need to... How do I upload the texture as well? I imagine these two things have to be uploaded. There you go. Ooh. Wait, this is quick. This looks cute. Babe. Okay, I'm gonna download this and see if I can introduce. Hey, this looks awesome. Convert 3D. Pay to win. Honestly, you're right. It's kind of pay to win. It's totally pay to win. If the more money you have, the higher score is gonna be. I'm sorry, it's true. Maybe the leaderboard shouldn't show the number of revives used. Right. That could be that could be giving your high score a prestige, right? It could be like, oh, this guy has like high score 36, but he did like 5 revives. This guy's high score is 35, but he has only 0 revives.
I mean, if people cannot be on the board by paying, then they don't have the motivation to have high score. They just want to be the top one, so that's why they want to pay to have the score to be on the board.
But then that means everybody who's not ever paying, they can only get so good because it's so hard, right? They only have 3 lives, and they have to beat someone who has basically 9 or 12 lives, because he revived to pay 4 times, and that means he has 12 lives to get.
Why people would like to pay?
Why would they like to pay?
Yeah, because if I would like to pay, then because I want to be on the board, so that will be the top one.
Yeah, and someone else, I want to be on the board too, but I don't want to pay for it.
Then that's your business. That's your business. I mean, you are not doing charity.
Yeah.
You are the vendor. You need to make money to pay the bill.
Exactly. I have to make money to pay the bill.
Yeah.
It has to be paid to win.
Yeah, you're not doing charity. Why do you talk about fairness?
Yes, it's true. I have bills to pay. Yes.
Yeah, you should have motivation for people to pay to revise and to resurvive and to be on the board.
Mm-hmm.
If you make it so fair, then why do they want to pay? You
Good
can
point.
Just do the charity.
Good point. Good point. Hey, to your point, Ben. The counter argument: if I do 2 leaderboards, then I take away the feeling of superiority of people who did pay, because they feel like, hey, I'm at the top of the leaderboard, you know, I don't mind if I pay $10, and they feel like good because they're like at top. But if I introduce another leaderboard without revive, then they will feel like, what's the point in paying if I'm not on the leaderboard the top, you know, I'm just at the top of the leaderboard for the cheap people, like, or for the people who are paying, right? So if I keep it just ambiguous, I'm maintaining, you know what I mean? Yeah. All right, let me see here if I can get this one in. Okay, how do I get this one in? Oh, this is exciting. So this worked so well. I gotta save this website. Okay, cool. I used a free website actually to convert GLB to what's my next step, and then I want to give him that. Bloop. Oh, even preview can look at it. How cool is that? It looks clean. Except you don't see the from this side. Oh, that's interesting. So something went wrong there. All right, so be it. We can live with that bug. Your girlfriend must not be a vegan. She's a survivor. She is a survivor. She's a tough girl. If I was stranded on an island with her, we would both survive. We're a good team. Okay. I think it might be just simple drag and drop, but I want to do it right. You know, at this point, I can just put the asset files into your Xcode project. You need both of these in your projects. Okay. References.png. Oh, if you add only, the night will likely show up. Yeah. Best place, create or use art. Let me see. This is game. Why is it? Let me see. What kind of file format is it? This is game scene asset. What do you call it here? Scene assets. So it is that. Okay. So let me just call this maybe game assets instead. Everything is in here. Drag both files into that folder. Make sure copy items are needed. Yeah. Test load in SceneKit. If your current code loads mobile code, do the same pattern with the new file. All right, you know what? We're going to do that. Oh, see, that's why it's always together like that. Let's do it. I don't like the naming here. I wish I could rename it. But let's do this. Okay, show in Finder. Let me just do this from here. Plus. Is it gonna show up? Oof, it doesn't. Oh, it does show up. This is interesting. Something changed. I didn't see that one before. So now, what's the next step? Try. Right, we can try that. Momoko.scn. But wait, this is not an SCN file. It's a DAE file. What engine are you using to make this game? This is Xcode. Xcode. It's the game. No, it's not a game. It's a code editor. How do you call this again? Code editor for iOS and macOS development. And it supports this natively, you know, rendering. Let me just let ChatGPT know. Hey, what are you, by the way, doing, Ben? Are you coding anything? Are you working on anything? I dropped both files into the game scene assets. I think it's called like that, right? Game scene assets. but don't see it converted. It's still DAE. Xcode can display it nicely. Just file type. State the same. What? IDE, yeah, integrated development environment. IDE. Thank you so much. I've completely blanked or blipped there. Oh, this is so nice. You know, it's going to be interesting because that's not everything. This is T-pose, right? However, we have to get this guy moving. And I don't know how yet, but there's animations here. You see that? GLTF, that's interesting, rig medium. So we're going to see how we can use that. I'm doing a lot of research at the moment. I have a question for you. Yeah. Shoot. That is normal. Xcode is not supposed to replace your source file on disk. Just because you dropped it into staying does not mean import failed. Directly as synced assets. Opening and previewing. Yeah. Do not wait for an automatic conversion. Just load the directly. I see what you mean. Okay. Let me now use AI for that. Let me use Codex. Hey, so I dropped a new character into the project. It's night. Oh, it's called result. Which is a night, and it references for the colors. I think I need your help for one, renaming it to night, for both files without breaking anything, and second, replace the player character Momoko with the knight character. Enemies stay the same for now. If something's unclear, ask. I wonder how useful it would be if at any time you could press a button on your keyboard and there would be a timeline like on a YouTube video, and you can select where to go to rewind. So if a game crashes, you can go back 5 seconds or pause right at the moment where it crashes, fix the bug, then continue. So bugs would always be reproducible. I see. Something like that existed like, shoot, I don't know how long ago, like 2015, 2016 or something. It was called like Builder Pack or something like that. I think it was acquired by Apple, where you could integrate it into your app, and then once it crashes, it would basically submit files from your phone, including the last steps you've done, like a screen recording even. So basically it would like preemptively record and kind of save 5 seconds of interactions and delete again and save again, you know, and if it crashes, then you have the last 5 seconds what happened, including everything you did logged. Oh, what happened here? Oh, there we go. Something's going on. This is not right. See, I can see it if I do this. I think it would change the programming experience massively, and it's worth trying to make that possible before doing another project because it's so useful. How does it fit into the current shift of manual programming becoming more automatic? With AI, because it's inevitably gonna be that AI is going to be coding for you, and how is that gonna be? Is that with AI first? Is that an approach that's AI centric, or is it human centric? How we work, so we can debug and whatnot, or how AI works and you just feed the information to AI? Because currently what I do is just, I have an error message, I just drop it into Codex. Codex does the change, I build again, it works, done. I don't need to understand anymore what happened and why. The player now loads the Knight asset while enemies still load Momoko. I renamed the files so Knight and Knight, update the and renamed the root node to player so that sync lookup stays consistent. Then I switched player node to load game Knight. Still points at Momoko. I did not run the app or simulator. Let's see how that works. That's gonna be so interesting. We're probably going to see a T-pose Knight, hopefully. Yeah, see. Oof. I'm invincible. I don't have... The sword has, but I don't have any... Let's see, what do you call it? Nice. I see the Knight, can move him, but there's no collision box or mask of some sort. I can neither pick up onigiris nor can enemies kill me. It's orthogonal because you can give the information to the AI. If you can reproduce the bug, then it's a complete mystery and it could be anything. Right. I don't know how useful it would be. It sounds useful if you can reproduce consistently the bug that happened. But here's the thing. How else, what you can go back 5 seconds or pause where it crashes, fix the bug, and then continue. I wonder how much value is in that versus just having good logs. Doing every action, and even if you're not covering everything with logs, at what point it's crashing. Oh, it crashed before this log was fired. Like this log was still fired, like sent, printed, and then this next log should have been printed, but it was not. So it crashed there, for example, right? Then right after that it crashed. Why? Either you can already kind of understand why because of based on the logs or based on the location, you can look into it, or you can introduce more logs right after that and before the next log that has not been printed. You know what I mean? Like make it more detailed around that area and then just maybe even keep it like that in the future so you have it there. I feel like that's what I use these days. Oh, I don't know what's happened. I introduce a lot of extensive logs, so I really know at each step what am I doing with what kind of data and info, numbers, frame, you have like, oh, I have this kind of high score, I have this kind of enemies, I have this kind of sword length, and I'm walking this direction, things like that, logged. Let's see, that knight was missing the player physics body. The original Momoko had that baked into the asset. The new knight did not, so the contact delegate never saw. Okay, I fixed that in player note by creating a kinematic physics body from the loaded knight model, setting its category to player and setting its contact mass to weapon. That restores enemy hit detection. Okay, and food pickup still works because the food asset already tests for players. I also added a small regression test to verify the player model has the expected physics body. Let's see. Is there a way to display the physics body shape geometry for me visually? Let's try. Let's see. I see. It's true that logging can help us solve bugs too. My idea is to have it always active, and the value is that it would remember the exact run that produces the bug, and you can analyze the state to understand how it happens, and you don't have to prepare the logging. It's just built into the IDE. That sounds useful. It sounds pretty useful. Are you thinking about some kind of a game engine like Unity or where to integrate that? It sounds pretty useful for someone who is like working actively in code. If I was to use it, right? It feels like, oh, okay, it crashed. Cool. Where did it crash? What values? Like, what happened there? And I would feed it to AI. But still, let me see. Okay, I can eat onigiris again. And I can kill. I could do that before. But can I get killed? Oof, yeah. I got even. Okay, nice. Hey. I still got the red light up. 1, 2, 3, and dead. Okay, nice. This works nice. Show physics, bounding boxes, wireframe. Do we want that? Do we need that? Have you studied formal methods for software verification, things related to Lean, Agda, Ada Spark? No, I don't think so. No, I haven't. They don't ring a bell. I mean, Lean sounds like something I heard before and just forgot what it means. But the rest doesn't ring a bell. How can I get animations working given I have these two files? Let's see, do we need anything else? Oh, it even has OBG? I think this could have been night. ABCD. This is PNG 72, 14 kilobytes. PNG 72, 14 kilobytes. I don't see the difference. 1024. 1024. Okay, characters, nothing else here. Samples, okay. Textures. We got that already, I think. Let's do this. You need to separate model from animation data. Right now, your knight loads because the mesh converted into a usable DAE. He does not animate because your current result DAE almost certainly contains no imported animation clips. The two files you uploaded are the important clue. Those are very likely animation assets or rig animation assets, not just another static mesh. What this means, your setup is probably this. Yes, probably. So the job is not turn on animation, job is get those animation into a format SceneKit can read reliably. Okay. Through, okay. All right. Use blend. Hey, why does it say that? And then what? Then what? You say you're all night walk, and then there's a project that found it's possible to statically analyze your code and tell if there's at least one execution where a bug could happen because of some generic class of bugs like overflow, out of bounds, and so on and so on. It can tell you if your program can or can't crash. Able to use it on a 1 million line of code C code program for an Airbus plane. And they proved the absence of runtime errors. It's called S3. The limitation is that it takes more time if you have more code, roughly 30 seconds per 1,000 lines. And you can't test features. You can only test safety. So they did something that's successful with a C code, and you are researching to do something similar for game dev. Is that what it is? Do I really need Blender? Maybe I do need Blender ultimately. Download Blender. Download Blender for Apple Silicon. Yes. This is already selected. Hey. All right. What game engine? What game engine are you thinking? Or just generally? Bloop. Okay. It's there. Sure, ChatGPT. So you want me to inspect the animation GLBs in Blender. Open these. Check whether they actually contain an armature, one or more actions. Okay, let me check that. Because it doesn't sound like I'm importing the knight. Cool, let's do open. Let's do downloads. Yes. This guy. Whoops. Animations. GLTF, I assume. GLB. Oh, look at this, no items. I need some help. I'm trying to use Blender, but you didn't tell me how to open the rig. What kind of files are they? GLB files. Check the animation. I think there was a nice synergy between the two features, rewind and automatic safety. I'm thinking of doing it bare metal, so without engine, but my goal is to make it more general once I have proof of concept. Okay, go for it. I mean, honestly, it sounds like a big undertaking. It sounds like because I have no idea where you would start, but go for it. I feel like if you have ideas like that, you should always try. And then I'm not saying you are, but if you get stuck at some point, you feel like, okay, this is more than I thought, or this is not going anywhere, or it might not be as useful as I thought it would be, and because things are changing fast, how we do things, you can always drop it and feel satisfied. Hey, this idea is out of my mind. I tried it. I'm not thinking about it anymore. You know, it's interesting how everybody comes up with like the most unique projects they want to do, like you with this. I would have never thought of it. I rather want to build an MMORPG. That's why I do more game development now, so I can prepare myself. Delete the default cube if you want. Go to file, import. Okay, if I want to. Bye-bye. Hey. Okay, just X? Interesting. File, import. Oh, this one. And then animations, GLTF, rig medium. Both. Now it shows up at least. Look at this guy. So interesting. And there's 2 bolts everywhere. You know, if you are curious if I know what I'm doing, I am not. This is the first time I'm having Blender downloaded. Command, Control, 3. How can I? Wait, A? No. Move. This is what I'm trying to do. Spacebar. Whoa. What happened? He died? Why do we have both here? Oh, I think I made a mistake, did I? Let me do Command Z. Let me not import both. Let me import one. General. Okay, he's dying. That's cool. That's kind of cool, I suppose. And then it restarts. Okay, cool. Then how about? Okay, but what if I don't want the dying guy? Sorry, X, right? Hey, delete. Import. Let me see the other guy. Movement basics. Oh, is it over here somewhere? I agree with what you said. My intention was to verify my idea made sense, that I was not crazy. Hey, don't take my word for it, for sure not. Ben, here's the thing that I learned is that it doesn't matter what anybody says. The only thing that matters is the market. So you don't know if it's going to be successful or not, or of interest or not, if you don't put it out. Now, there's two risks or two different ways how to do it. One thing is you come up with a new idea. I don't like to do that anymore. When I started being a software engineer, I always thought of, I want a new idea that wasn't there before, and bring something new that is completely, like, again, new, that hasn't existed before to the market, be it an app, a game, or something else, and then hopefully someone is going to be interested in it. That is extremely risky because you don't have any proof that anybody's interested in what you thought up, like what you imagined, what you just came up with. If you're trying to make a livelihood out of it, or a profession, or some kind of money out of it, in the end, that's not the most reliable way to go about it. The best way to do that, something like that, is I like something, like I like MMORPGs, or I have an idea, and then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see if it already exists. And if it doesn't exist, I would be like, yes, it exists already. Great, it's good. And let me see how much these guys are making. Oh damn, they make $1 million a year. I can have a piece of that cake. This idea already exists. Doesn't matter. I have the same idea. Maybe my approach is different. Maybe my design looks different. Maybe my workflow is a little bit different. There's so many tax softwares, right? So many tax softwares. There's no reason for you to not introduce your idea, your interpretation of an existing idea. And you have the safety of it already being proven that people are paying for it. So you're like, hey, there's a market. I just gotta deliver now. And more likely than not, you're gonna make your first buck on that if your intention is to make money off of it. Otherwise, if your intention is just, I just feel like doing it, because some people like to do game engines just for the sake of doing game engines because it's fun. It's fun to learn this kind of stuff, right? That's fine too. If that's your intention and goal, that's totally valid as well. And then you don't need a market that approves of your idea. And then it doesn't matter if it's crazy or not, because you're going to learn a lot during the process, and you don't care making money with it. I looked at existing solutions and they don't have the special feature I wrote above. Yeah, see? So you got your market validation already, basically. How can I not? All right. I know we're doing it backwards. Movement, basic click. Okay, if you do not see, I see the model. All right. I imported. I see the model. How do I know what kind of animations it supports? Or can it only support one per file? Why can I not move up? I would like to move up. Cursor? No. Ah, there we go. See? There we go. That's how we do it. Shift. When did you learn programming? 2014. A little bit earlier than that, but really 2014 when Swift came out. I just Swift is my language. Bam, I go in. All right, I have no idea what I'm doing, what this is, and where to look at. I would have expected there might be some kind of something down here. You can play from here, right? And if I play from beginning, see, he's doing something, but where is it? Where does it say what he's doing? Why don't I see it down here? Marker, view, playback. Play in, show, subframes. Let me check. multiple animation clips in one file. It is not limited to one. How to see what animations are in the file? Method action editor. Okay. This is the main place to check. Select armature. How do I know what's armature? What do you think about the RAM situation? I saw my sticks go from $500 to $2,000. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know what to think of it. It almost feels like you should buy something really quick before it goes further up, because AI is here to stay, right? Is it only going to get worse? Kind of. I think it might just go. It might become a little bit more worse. Yeah. You know, Apple has the Mac Studio with 256 gigs of RAM or memory. Yeah, I totally think they're going to buy computers. It's just going to be a little bit different, but you know, there's always going to be a need for someone to build software for you. It's just going to be cheaper and more commoditized. So for AI, yes, AI can build software for you, but how good is it? It's only going to get better, and there's going to be applications where you can build software that's good enough to serve your need, but there's always going to be software needed that is a little bit more complex, and you as a normal Joe would not be able to implement it even with the help of AI, and then you would pay for it. But you're not going to pay the same amount anymore as before, like $100,000 for a nursing software, whatever, nursing management system, instead of you pay $10,000, because it's so much easier to do. I think people are going to stick with computers for a long time. Dude, I feel at home at desktop too. Even if I play games, I feel best at my desktop PC or like my MacBook to play games and do stuff. I feel you. Let me find out where armature is here. So you say select armature, open dope sheet. Sure. And then change to action editor. Look at the action name field at the top of that editor. Yeah, I wish. All right. You say, but I don't even know where armature is located. I'm a noob. Mannequin. That seems just like bones, hips. Okay, animation. Oh, look at this. Ah, there we go. What is this? Walking. New collection. View. Show active. I don't know. This is still jumping. Skeleton object. This thing with bones that drives character animation. Your import character usually consists of. Use the outliner. Top right of Blender. Look there for object names. You want something like armature icon looks like a little stick man. Hierarchy, it is separate from the mesh object. Yeah. You may also see names. Did you have a Linux phase? I did not have a Linux phase, but when I started coding, I worked for a company for 3 years that where our main operating system was Linux, right? So we would have damn, did I have a laptop then? No, it was, oh yeah, we had a desktop PC with Linux installed and everything, JetBrains IDEs, and we would do web development. You know, we would use Scala and PHP and frameworks like Play to implement backend services, and all based on Linux. And then I would, in my free time, I would be on a MacBook and develop websites and server applications using Swift. That would be in 2016 when Vapor came out. So you can use Swift for backend. So not really a Linux phase. At some point at work, we switched to Mac. Oh no, you had the option, and I quickly switched to Mac, but then I left the company, and from there on out, I only was on Mac in any other company. So I got the walking here. How do you do that? And that's unrelated, right? Hides the skeleton. Okay, yeah. This is armature. Okay, once you find it, then keep the armature selected. Change on lower panel to dope sheet. So I'm gonna keep this one, and then I change to dope sheet. Is that one dope? Dope sheet. Oh, we found it. So this one is jump, but we want walking. Whoops. Now we're seeing something. Interesting that we won't see anything here, but that's summary. What if, can I just drag this one in here? No. Walking? No. What's the developer experience like in Scala compared to Swift? I know Scala have more features to make your code more strictly safe. I like Swift better. Scala is nice. But I don't know what the state of Scala currently is, if they finally did a compiler, because it was I think it was still using is it called JVM? You know, the Java virtual machine or something based on Java, and they were working on a native compiler for Scala. It's a great language. It looks very similar to Swift, and Swift came afterwards, but I do like Swift better because of a lot of things. It was still, but it's preference. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, let me let ChatGPT know here what I found, because we did find something. Okay, cool. I did find the armature and did find the dope sheet. Indeed, dope. But I did find a bunch of animations. File screen grab attached. can't seem to select an animation to play it though. There. Help. Let me do this. For my friend. There we go. Boop. Still JVM as far as I know. I'll go now. Thanks for the chat. Ben, hey, thanks for hanging out and thanks for chatting. I appreciate it. Maybe we'll hang out again in the future. And good luck with your project. Okay, good for you found the rig, and the screenshot confirms the file has multiple animations. Yeah, that's great. You're looking at NLA tracks actions, but Blender does not automatically click to play this clip in the way a game animation browser would. You need to make one clip active. What your screenshot shows, yeah. Fastest way to preview one animation. Action editor. Do this exactly. Select rig medium outliner. In the bottom panel where it currently says dope sheet, click that editor type drop down. Action editor. Oh, okay. Pick one action, for example, walking. Well, there is no walking. Can I just, see, I can maybe just death interact. Walk. There we go. Walking. This is what we want to do. Cool. How about walking? Wait, how do I look for it? Here, right? Walking B. It's too slow. Walking C. A. Maybe walking A. Oh no, running, exactly. There we go. Okay, cool. How does running B look like? He's very... Can we do a loop? Start, end. I like the other running better. Running A. Yeah, that's better because it's straight. Okay, so I found my running animation. How can I get it to work with my night? Inside Xcode now. Yeah. Night mesh and night. You need to get from Run Animation Blender to either create a new animated TIA in Blender that already contains the night using that running animation. Yeah. Then Xcode load that animated and play the animation. More advanced, export the animation separately, load it in sync with, attach it to your night node in code. For you, option A is the right move, less failure points. Why? The second one sounds better, because then I can also do a dead. It's more dynamic. Your night must be bound to the same armature that the running animation drives. If the run animation is moving rig medium but your night mesh is not skinned to rig medium, then nothing will happen. So first question is not Xcode, it is Blender. Does the knight move when you play the run animation on rig? Into the same file. You want one Blender scene containing. Okay, I'm gonna import it into the sign. All right, I'm gonna do that then. Import it. Characters. Knight. Okay. But one guy is T, one, okay. So import, if your current Blender scene, I got that. Driven by the rig, press play in Blender, what should happen? Bones move, knight mesh moves with bones. If only rig moves and the knight stands still, your knight is not attached to the rig. Yeah, we assume that, I think. That is the core issue. Make only the running animation active. Isolated, I don't know how. Select rig medium, switch to action editor, pick the running action you want, like running A, yes. Then scrub or press play and confirm the knight moves correctly. If needed, disable the NLA strip so you are not exporting garbage. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know. Action running A. And there we are. But yeah. So I imported the knight. See no colors though. Plus animation rig is running, knight is not. The animation rig works. Your knight mesh is not skinned to that rig. So Xcode is not the problem, rigging is. So, but keep the animated rig file open. You already have, yeah, import the knight into the same Blender scene. You already did that too. Now you should have the animated source character mesh. Yes. Your knight mesh that does not move. Yeah. Find the knight mesh object. This guy. Is that the mesh object? No, because that's the skeleton, right? This is just everything, huh? What is it? You got rig medium root, rig medium animation. The mesh is the visible geometry. If you click it and the visibility highlights, that's the mesh. Okay, but it's gotta be. So it's gotta be the whole thing then, no? Double click it. Okay, I guess. Bind the knight mesh to the rig. In object mode, select the knight mesh first. Is that the object mode? What's the object mode? I saw object somewhere, I think. Transform, scale, rotate, move, cursor, select box. Object mode. Okay. Then shift click the rig medium armature second. Shift click second. Press Ctrl P. Choose armature deform with automatic weights. Ctrl P. What did it say? Armature. It doesn't say that. Deform. Keep transform without inverse. Keep transform without inverse. Bones. Set parent to P. Oh no, I don't know. Okay, again, so if I click this guy and then shift click this guy, right? And then Control P. Let me do this. This is what I see. If I double click rig underscore medium and then shift click rig medium and then Control plus P. ChatGPT, let me know what you see. Now my music ended 1 hour and 13 minutes. You're selecting the wrong thing. I knew it. Of course, in that screenshot, rig medium armature, rig medium another armature. So you're trying to parent one armature to another armature. Sorry, that is why Blender only shows object bone parenting. Unite is not one single mesh object. It is split into parts. Yeah, see, I'm telling you. Those are the mesh objects. The important realization, Unite already appears to have its own rig. Yeah. That changes the plan. Oh, I'm glad you're seeing this. How am I supposed to know? You probably do not want to bind the night mesh parts to rig medium from scratch. You want to see whether the animation from rig medium can be used by rig medium 1. Yeah, if the armature have matching bone names and structure, that is much cleaner. What to try first? Put running action directly into O. How am I going to do that? Running A? Can I just move it in here? A. What do you mean by moving it directly in there? Open action editor. In the action dropdown, pick the running action you found earlier. Running? Well, I'm having it here, right? This is the action dropdown, I suppose. Okay, in the action, pick the running action you found earlier, for example, running A. Press play. Yeah. Cool. What should happen if the rigs are compatible? The night should animate a bit. Hey, you were skipping a place. Put the running action directly on rig. On? That's not how it works. I can't do that. If I drag and drop a running A from the scene collection under rig medium onto into the rig medium. It won't let me. Now tell me why I'm correct. You do not drag actions in the outliner onto another rig. Blender does not work that way. The running A you see on the rig medium is in the scene collection is not meant to be reassigned by drag and drop. Select the knight's rig in the outliner. Click OK. And then that is the knight's rig you want to animate. Go to the action editor. Okay. Wait, yeah. Find the action drop down. New. And then running A. There should be an action name field drop down. Data block name, browser drop down icon, a shield fake user icon, an axe. I don't know. Pick running A from that drop down, not by dragging, by selecting it from action. Okay, that assigns. Oh, does it? Wait. Oh. Wait. And then that assigns the action. Press play. If the knight is compatible, it should animate. This is what I see now. Let me just give him a screenshot here. This is what I see now. Bada bim, bada boom. This makes me want to just take a week off of work, sit down and watch a bunch of Blender videos just to learn how Blender works. But it does feel like I need a mouse for that. Trackpad is not doing it for me. This is progress. The screenshot shows the key thing. Rig medium now has animation running A. Yes, yes, you're welcome. The action editor shows running A. The selection bonus list is visible. Yeah. What did select the knight rig itself? Correct, okay. Move to frame 1. Your playhead is at 0 in the screenshot. Set it to 1. Sure. That's not gonna do nothing. Press play. Oh, down here. Not really, Not really. Only knight is not moving. Only the original rig. If nothing moves, scrub manual. Drag the blue timeline playhead ahead to frame. Yeah, nothing's moving. Row labeled currently says rig medium, not region. Where do you see that? Oh, here? That's runs. The editor maybe still be showing the action data for the original rig, not the knight context. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know how I'm switching it. How am I switching it? To be active, click on the make sure the original is not the active selection. In the viewport, confirm the selected object name is. Yeah, how am I supposed to do that? I don't know nothing. I want it down here. Dope sheet. Action editor. I do want it down there. What if I move it up? Move it down? view show active. Let me do this. Maybe view. No. Select. I don't know. How am I doing that? Playback. I don't know how to select it. I don't know how to select the rig medium. Even right click. View show active. View active is not working. Yeah. What your hierarchy is telling us, you have something like this. Original animated. Imported container group. Okay. So when you assign animation to rig, you are assigning it to the wrong level. Hey. What to do now? Select the real night amateur. In the outliner expand, then click rig medium. What? Oh. Whoops. Okay. And then what? Okay, confirm selection. When selected, the object name shown in the top left of the viewport should say yes. Top left, I suppose. If it does not, assign running, assign it. This looks like it's not doing the doing. Make local, make single view show active. Drag and drop? No. Don't know how to make it show in action editor. Let's do this. If anybody of you guys know, don't make me suffer so long. How do you do that? Yeah, but the action editor is still pinned to the old. Yeah, no kidding. Fix that first. I can see a push pin color near the left side of push pin. Is pinned to one object context. Push pin. Do this. Click the pin color to turn it off. Hey. What do you mean it's pinned? Push pin? This is dope sheet. Action. I don't understand what you mean by push pin. Not seeing it. I don't know. Are you getting upset? Use a method that does not depend on finding tiny Blender UI garbage. Whoa. Babe, ChatGPT is becoming sassy now. Out of nowhere, I'm like, I'm trying to have ChatGPT help me with the Blender. And I'm like, hey, here's a screenshot. This is what I see. And he's like, yeah, select. It says like select the rig medium 2. That's the actual rig for the night. Because there's an animation, the gray one. The gray one is the animation. And I want to map it to the night, which is the light gray one. And then it says, yeah, click it and then make sure that this running A animation is kind of assigned to that, but I still see here the rig medium, not 0.002, not 0.00, but just normal.
Yeah.
Which is, if you look at it, how it switches, the knight is making like a stretch T pose, which is this guy, and the rig medium is the animation kind of guy.
Yeah.
So this is what's selected down here, and I cannot change it. I don't know how to select something else down here. And then he says like, yeah, there's like a pin, remove the pin, and I'm like, I don't understand what you mean by push pin. I'm not seeing it. And he's like, fine, ignore the pin idea. And then he's like, use a method that does not depend on finding tiny Blender UI garbage. What do you mean Blender UI garbage?
You are the one who is training this AI.
What do you mean? I'm being nice. I'm just like, dude, I don't know. And he's like, okay, you know what? Never mind. Let's not focus on garbage. Like, hey, what did Blender do to you?
Maybe you have some bad history to your AI. That's why it's an inflection, reflection.
This is so garbage. I'm not even talking like that.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure? You didn't say something?
No, I didn't.
Sure.
Hey. Okay, do this exactly. Select the knight armature in the outliner. Click OK. We're going to do that. Switch to pose mode. Is this pose mode? Hey, we're finding our way, I think. Whoopsie, did I do something wrong? Top left blender, yes. Click that to pose mode, okay. Open a fresh editor that follows the current selection. Instead of finding the current action editor, move your mouse to the top right corner of the bottom right editor, okay? When the cursor changes to crosshair, drag outward to split the area. Oh. Oh, what is this? Unassigned. In the new area, click the editor type icon at the far left of its header. Editor type icon? Choose dope sheet, okay. Dope sheet, yes. Then in the same editor made drop down, choose action. Did that. Should follow your current selected object. Okay. Check whether it says running A. I would like to check that. It does say running A. Oh, there's so much going on back here I didn't even see. Alright. If it does not, scrub the timeline. Okay. Well, I cannot scrub it. Can I play it? Still not. Still doing the wrong guy. Oh, now this is unassigned. Can I just revert it? Oh. Whoa, I don't know what I did. I'm reverting the most I can right now. Can I close that somehow? How do you close? Whoops. I guess we close it. Let's see here. Okay, that's the normal guy here. So we do this, right? It said select the knight armature. Oh, whoops. Wait, the rig too. Yeah. That's not the I don't know. Is that the armature? What does it even mean? What does it even mean? Okay. Switch to pose mode. Pose mode. Ah, see here. And then switch to pose mode. Open fresh editor. Let's do a crosshair like this. Yeah, let me show him what I see now. This is what I see. Can scrub. Don't give me an attitude, boo boo. The new action item says unassigned. That means the Knight's rig still does not have a usable action assigned to it. So scrubbing that editor will do nothing useful. Okay, sorry. Stop fighting the current approach. At this point, the direct assign route is wasting time. The simpler path is use the original animated rig medium and bind the Knight mesh pieces to that rig. Hide the key Knight's own armature. Find that eye icon to hide it. For this particular one, there's not even an eye icon. View, hide. You can see in the screenshot rig medium that does not have an eye icon or it does. You're just looking the wrong column. Whoops. The outliner, the eye icons are on the far right edge. They're visible for the object rows. What? To this in the outliner, find the row for. Is this the outliner? Move your mouse all the way to the far right of that same row. Press H. H. Ah. Okay, so it's that one. It's part of this. See, but you said rig medium 02. Not my fault. Selected the right stuff. Pressed H, it dimmed, even rig medium. Is that a clue? Why is it so complicated? It should be so simple. Blender, what do you call it? Not match, kind of like map animation, auto map animation to character rig. To rig characters in Blender, how to rig and animate in Blender, how to transfer, how to auto rig a character. It's best achieved using plugins like. Okay, that sounds way too advanced for now. Where is your answer? It's inside. Yeah, Blender is treating that import hierarchy as a group structure, hiding. Yeah. Your Knight meshes are still under the Knight's imported rig hierarchy. Stay out of pose mode, okay? Back to object mode. Whatever you say. Unhide everything. Okay. Press Alt H. Also, not just H. Option H. There's no Alt. Select only the night mesh part. In the outliner, select these. Oh, okay. Only that one. Okay. Do not select. Yes, I'm not selecting that. And shift select the original animated rig. Shift click rig. Okay, I'm gonna shift click that one. Now it's selecting everything though. Maybe I'll just do command click. In the viewport top left, it should show multiple selected objects and rig medium. In the viewport, 4 scenes collection plus rig medium. Yeah, it does. This is what I see. It was a command. Click, not shift. Click to get the rig medium selected without selecting everything else too. Whoopsie, forgot to send the screenshot. Hey, stop giving me attitude. Is this all the night? Mesh objects are selected. Rig medium is also selected. Rig medium is the active object. Are not selected. Correct. What menu should appear? When does select? Okay, so then Control P. Oh, there is. Okay, let me just screenshot that, I guess. So we can save that somewhere. Yeah. Wait. Let me give him this. Let me give him that we finally see our options we want to see. So what does it say here? Yeah. Armature deform. Yes, I see that. Automatic weights, that is the correct menu. If you still do not see that menu, I do. Okay. But which one do I select? Okay, here. With automatic weights. That's the one. With automatic weights. Boop. It broke a little bit though. Oh no. Yikes. It broke a little bit there. You're finally at the right step. What should happen next? Okay, after that, select rig, the active animation. Yeah. Deforms badly. That means the auto weights worked, but not well. Still progress. Hide the mannequin meshes under the original rig so you only see the night. But I don't see. Oh. Mannequin, this one, right? H. Do not hide rig. No, I understand. Night is animating, but kind of broken a little. Pieces are floating everywhere. Right. Here. So Let me see if it can figure out why we broke everything. What if I do Command Z back to one more here. Everything is selected. Control P. Envelope for empty groups. Let me just do the form. Oh, just the form. We fix it ourselves. Hey, see? We don't need HI. Hey. This looks nice now. Yo, just the form without any other options worked nicely without breaking things. Any idea why? Likely worked better because your night meshes already had usable vertex groups, skinning data from the original rig. So when you used plain, just attach the masses to the new armature without generating brand new weights. Yeah. Automatic weights. Blender tried to recalculate bone influence. Oh. Was too smart and ruined it. Yeah, thank you for nothing. Okay, so then next step is to export the working animated version and bring that into Xcode. Whoa, that's cool. Okay, let's try that. No. Export as what do I export? As what do I export? Oh, I stopped it myself, huh? Send. I also don't know how to loop it, but I assume you can loop it in Xcode. Analyzing image. Export as FBX first. What? Why? For you're seeing it pipeline right now, the practical move is why not GLB and then to DA. Explain yourself. Because I had GLB before, so now I'm kind of biased. It worked nicely. Why don't we use it still? Okay, as good as an interchange format as Blender can export animation and skinning to, but your destination is Xcode, where the reliable path is still centered around sync-friendly assets like all right. Blender is explicitly used for animated characters and complex scene data. Call that the export animation is the currently selected action in the action editor. All right. If you export, you still need to, yeah. If you export FBX, you still may need to, yeah. All right. Okay, let me just, you know what? Let me just be stubborn and try. Actually, let's go to downloads here. Maybe just downloads. Call it night running. Export. I suppose. Yeah. any reason don't see the night colored in Blender, will this be an issue? In Xcode maybe showing the night gray. Now, yes, it can absolutely become an issue. Okay. All right, why? You are in solid view, not material preview. Your screenshot looks like solid viewport shading, which shows the model mostly gray. At the top right of the 3D viewport, there are shading mode icons. Try material preview or rendered. This one. Oi! Oh, he does know how to do it. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, I see him colored. Does that mean he was already that way when exporting? So the gray look earlier was okay. Do one quick sanity just play the run animation. Make sure the night still looks colored during no. Why there's no option for that. Export. Okay, my boy, my dude. Here are my only export options I personally see. There's no DAE, but maybe USD is better. Oh, Blender can have import-export formats hidden until their add-ons are enabled. Right now, your export menus, yes. Enable, okay, go to Blender settings. And then open add-ons. And then search Collada. Find, there's no. Collada. What is this? Okay. Let me just send the image without any context and see if ChatGPT can deduce that there is no Collada. I suggest using get extensions. Oh, okay. I'm gonna allow that. Yeah. Get extensions, yes. Collada, okay. All. Is there any filter applied? No. All right. Did it? No results. No results for fallback is FPX. Stop chasing Colada. Sure. Stop chasing Colada. You told me. Alright, I'm gonna do night running again. Just override again. And then I'm gonna go here and do this again. Downloads. We had it here, right? Night running. Upload. Oh, something's going. Oh, he has the guy, the mannequin. It exported with him. All right, you know what? We're going to go the FBX route. Downloads, night running. Export. Let me see here. Just keep everything as is. Limit to visible objects, selected objects. Yeah, I wonder if that is the issue, but we're going to find out. Alrighty. Before you export, hide the mannequin part. Yeah. I did that. Include selected objects on. Oh, whoopsie. Okay, again. But I suppose we can just select everything, including rig medium, right? No. And then this is 12 scenes. 12 scenes. Okay, I still don't know what I'm doing, but we're trying. We are trying. Facebook X. How about selected objects, right? And then it said armature on. Do I see that? Armature on, mesh on, everything else off. Okay. Transform, leave defaults for now unless scale is obviously wrong. Armature, add leaf bones off. Add leaf bones, oh. Only deform bones on if available. Okay. Bake animation on, NLA strips off, all actions off. You want the currently active running clip, not a mess of every action. Yeah. Okay. Convert. Yes. You have a working animated night right now. Do not derail yourself trying to make Blender expose DA. Sure, I'm not gonna derail. Don't worry. Don't worry. Convert FPX to online. Ah, same guy. Good, good. I don't see him. Oh, see? We said, why did we say mesh off? Right? No, we did say mesh on. Interesting. But only selected things, right? Did I select? Whoopsie. Wait a second. What if I do this? It's not gonna do nothing. Night running. Okay, let's find out if we can get this working somehow. I don't know. It sounds very complicated. Let's go to Xcode here, show in Finder. And then move this guy. I moved a night running into the game. As seen as assets, but I believe it has no reference to the material and is not colored. Can you fix it, or do I have to do something when exporting in Blender? This seems like a lot more work than I thought it would be just to animate him. It has no image entry at all, and every night material falls back to a flat gray. Patching the data to reuse night PNG the same way. Oh nice, do that, that would be awesome. If he fixes that. Let's see if that's gonna do anything for night running. Okay, did you? To learn more? Yeah, I know it's deprecated, my boy. I know. Alright, so now you do not have to export anything else. You see the night has that night running is missing. Now we can fix. Let's see if Codex can fix it. I'm comparing the two DAE files structurally. Because we don't see it here yet. It's 9 duplicated night material effects. It works, but it's noisier than necessary. Black emission, night running uses white emission, which can make it look a bit self-lit. Has the root node named to player. Okay. Clean up compatibility differences in the blockers. If you want this animated file to behave like the static one in your project, the next 2 file, please do. Yeah. We can barely make out the night there. This is basically the cloth from Harry Potter where you can hide yourself behind. Let's see if Codex can fix that for us. Done. Oh, looks like something at least. It does not look exactly, but it looks better. It's now player, okay. This may also change the material to black. That usually won't hurt, but if you want, I can narrow that material cleanup further. Yes, please. Okay, let's do the cleanup further, just in case it does something better. Sounds good. Let's do it. And the night doesn't look the way it is. It should. Let's try to fix it from here. The running night exported, but doesn't have any colors. That means the animation export worked, but the material textures did not survive. The common is decent for rigs, but texture materials transfers is often flaky. Good for motion, good for appearance. Okay. I don't know. The test, given what you described, the FBX export probably kept rig weights animation, but not proper texture image links. Keep your original colored night model for visuals and use the exported animated file only to extract animation. Okay. Verify the night materials, use actual image texture nodes. Pack relink textures, export again. Keep texture files with the exported asset. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can actually run. Well, we can fly. That's funny. Hey. Okay, we could be on a broom. So player doesn't really seem to stay in the T-pose like the original knight is in, and does not animate, even though knight running should have the animation. Let's see if that's enough for Gex code. Otherwise, this means we gotta learn a little bit more about Blender and how to export it properly and how does it work with Xcode. Maybe there's a different way. It's targeting the wrong skeleton. Knight and knight running don't share the same joint names. So the run, I'm switching the player model to the animate. Why not rename the joints? Why didn't you use the two different files and more than just the top level node? The animated rig uses joint names like upper arm, right hand, left, upper leg, while the static one uses names like upper arm, R. Okay, so only one file means you must rename every animated target path consistently across the whole. Yeah. Sure. Well, let me see what you did right now and if that one does do anything good. See? Let's do it by hand. My dude. Don't be lazy, just do it. We can always redo. Nothing is committed. Nothing is breaking. Exactly. Exactly. We can normalize the running DAE in place. Just do it, and then here, I don't know. Scene animation. Right. Trying to get the knight running one. Okay, we will see. Let's see if Codex can do it. That would be pretty cool. I don't mind creating like a low poly rig and just experimenting how that works in Blender. Seems like there's a bunch of areas you need to learn. But shouldn't take too long. You can learn anything in a week, I think. Even Chinese. Okay, it's processing quite a while. Codex settings, usage. 94 remaining. Okay, so are we good still here? I don't see anything happening. Everything okay? Okay. Okay, go rename them then to match. I'm renaming the animated rigs joint names throughout Night Running to match the static Night skeleton. Then I'll switch the player back to the static mesh so the run clip can bind to it. Okay. Hey, hopefully we can just have the running animation and the normal static character now line up with the static rig names. I'm switching the player model back to Night. Yeah, so the run clip is applied to the static Night mesh again. Yeah, that would be great. I still can, yeah, that's fine. Let's try that again. Okay. Getting an error. Here. Well, then don't do it like this. Okay, if you hit the next error, send it over. Yeah, I'm hitting the next error. Getting... Correct then. Just fix it. Let's see. It's not doing it. Night is not, when moving around, stays in his original T pose. Let's see if Codex can figure this one out. That would be awesome. Haha. Arklord, hey, welcome back. You are my latest follower, I think. You see that over here? How's it going? We're trying to get a night character into my game right now, because earlier you see the gray guys. Those are the characters I've been using even for the player, and now I want a knight for the player to make it more interesting looking. Alright, let me see if I can run it now. Does it do what it should be doing? Nope. Still doesn't do. Still doesn't animate. Plus I am seeing this warning. Do you think we should add logs to help you understand why it's not animating, or do you already know? Look, Mom, famous. Yeah, exactly. Basically, all right. Did you add some logs then? New game? Does it run around? Did you use print to log? Those are the only logs I see in Xcode. There we go. He's not, I mean, I have Blender downloaded, and this is how you would look like if you would like animate running.
You make it run now?
I mean, otherwise it looks like this, and this is what it looks like. He's just floating in his original pose, but the moment he walks, he should be like walking like this, right? It's part of the asset that I downloaded. It already has animations I can map. I use Blender to map it, but I'm trying to get it to work in Xcode right now, which it doesn't yet.
So why it's not working?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure this one out right now. If I had used like a monster, it's just a slime, there would be no legs to animate or stuff like that, but it's fine. I will have to figure this one out eventually anyway. If I would do it by hand, it will take longer, but I would understand what I'm doing. Right now, I'm just letting Codex do the work. Here. Yeah. Sounds good. Say hi to our 5 viewers we have. 5 cozy lurkers. Just some just some lurkers in the background. I have like music play that's pretty relaxed.
That's good.
Did you want? Okay.
You have work tomorrow.
What'd you do?
Don't make yourself too tired.
Art Lord says, hello, Mrs. Martin.
It should be Mrs. Lazar. Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Actually, the sword that I have, the sword out of wood, I made it myself too. This is my proudest achievement.
You make what?
The wooden sword that's made out of wood. Here. I can
Cool.
yeah, I can keep the sword as the basic sword basically, and then when the people are like successful in the game, then I can make them have the better sword, and then the bigger sword, and then even bigger sword. Like then there's like 4 different lengths. I think that would be good steps. No, 4 length and not more.
Why the character's eyebrows are yellow?
Maybe he's blonde.
Yeah.
I think you can remove even the helmet.
Is he white?
What do you think based on his skin color? What do you think?
Yeah, how about Asian?
It's not Asian would not be a knight, no? It would be samurai. Typical. So here are the latest logs. I'm just feeling like I'm just saying it doesn't work. I move it, the animation doesn't work, and then I tell Codex to like add some logs. So it's like after everything it does, it like logs what it's doing, so it understands. Oh, it's not showing this log when it should be. So let me fix it.
Do you even read the code?
No, I don't. I don't read any of the code. Okay, loading, attaching, the playback state is toggling. So the remaining as suspect is
Where's
player.
the code though?
Here somewhere. Let me see. Oh yeah, you can tell. Here there's code. This is all new code that has the blue ribbon. It's all new, written by Codex now. For the animation. And then this is the new knight.
Do you really understand?
Do I understand the code?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I read it, I understand. Make physics body based on this. Okay, it's making a shape based on the player node. A bounding box. Physics body. This is just how the collision is gonna work. Kinematic. Bit mask. So you.
Then how about the feet part?
What?
The legs, the feet part that he couldn't walk.
Oh, this is just look. How it works is you have the left, like the right arm, and all these dots. Basically, where can you have just the dots? Oh yeah, here you see just the dots. This is making up the right arm,
Yeah.
and then the left arm basically, and then the body and the cape head, and then the legs. So it's all one piece. If you select everything, look how it selects the whole thing. It's one piece. So I just map it to the person, and then I just say play it. And it's not working right now. It's not playing it properly, and I don't know.
So it's not only the legs part.
No, it's the whole body. Because the whole body should be moving like this. You see how the head is moving too, and the arms and the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to copy it.
I do have to copy it. It's me.
Then where should be the code of the whole part?
I export this whole thing as a file. This is the running file. This is the running file. It has the information about animation in it. And then you can knight running. Here, you're referencing that file. And then you just say, you load this file. And after you load it, you're going, this is the animation URL, scene source, here. Loaded run animation. Failed to create scene source. When it tries to get the file, it will log, okay, couldn't load the file. That's why it adds logs in case this one doesn't work. Right? It says, oh, if it didn't work to load the file, I'll print this. So then I know, oh, it didn't work. Then I can give it to AI and know, oh, this failed. This didn't work. Why didn't it work? Is the name not matching with the name here? Is the end file type not matching? Is it the location not matching? You know, but it works. So it never prints this, so he knows. Okay, that works. Then you have this loaded run animation, via. So this one worked as well. So this is what he expects to work. So he goes through the steps to then understand. Okay, what's working, what's not working. So let's see. A change player not stop. Okay. Run it again. Let's see. If it's still T poses, send me the new animation lines. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, now it's flying. I'm Superman. Hi. Gomenasai. It's not T-posing anymore. He's laying flat. Kind of just what do you call it? Like tilting 90 degrees forward and staying there. No animation. Here are the logs. And then I'm giving to him this. And then he can work with that. New game. Doop.
I mean, why don't you just look into the code and to see where's the problem?
Because I will have to learn first. I can read the code and I can understand what it does, but I would not know I have to do these things that's written there. So I have to learn first. Okay, how do you add animations and how do you properly do that? And what does, the requirements, what code can you write? And then once I learn it, then I can test it. And then it might still not work because I missed something. I have to learn about it more. This takes much more time, which I don't mind if I have it. But right now I'm just trying to get it to work quickly, right? Okay, let me rerun. Is he asking? Let's try. Oh, the player is gone now. Now I don't see the player at all anymore, even when standing still. Logs. It's getting worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can you know how to do it? Where can you learn how to do it?
There's documentation from Apple that you can read about it, or tutorials or videos people are doing if you're lucky, and then you learn it like that. Articles. But yeah. Okay, let me see. Nothing.
Why do you look at me?
Just because you're cute. Okay, let me see here. Sounds good. Okay. Sounds like I cannot do the player character right now because I don't know how Blender works. Yeah, she just despawned. We have a huge beanbag behind me where she can just lay down and chill. It's really cozy. Alright, let me see here, and I'll remove the temporary movement test that only existed for the animation work. Oh, my player is still gone. Why? Oh, he's not done yet. Whoopsie. I was too eager. I still want to address that the initial how can I die from here? Sounds good. Oh, he's still working? Okay. Sorry. Oh yeah, he's reverting all of this. He is reverting all of it. There we go. We got my knight back. Very cool. Okay, but yeah, this seems so easy. Okay, let me check here with ChatGPT. So but not the image textures. Import conclusion. You should treat this as two separate assets now. Should I use animated export as a source of animation, the original colored knight model as the source of material appearance? Yeah. It's not really matching. God damn. Don't really like. You know, just converting earlier, just converting the rig, what we did. Where is the finder? Oh, did I close it? Convert. This conversion here, that's just my session ID. Convert. Yeah, this conversion here just worked nicely for the standing oh, it's down here. Never mind. How did I not see? Oh, because it's ChatGPT. Yeah, this worked so nicely, right? And then this guy didn't. But maybe, oh, he's animating. Maybe I need to have this uploaded together. No, that's not really it. Okay, you know what? Let's try again. I don't remember what I did earlier, but how about we just do everything, X, delete. Okay, start from scratch. Oh. Sure. X, next, not exported. Yeah, this can all go. All right, so then if I import first I import, this is legacy even, see? I import the knight, right? First I import the knight. I got my boy. Then I import to up the animations, also here, movement basics. I don't know what medium general means. Should we check this one out? Medium general, movement basics. Medium general. We can just try whatever. Oh yeah, right. No, that's just dying. Import this. Then correct. Then we said, I don't know why we have icosphere here. How about we can just X that? Whoa. Oh. Interesting. So there is some kind of clearly I don't understand how that works, but there's some correlation. Always been an Apple guy? Yes. Always been an Apple guy. Well, when I was 18 I got my first MacBook, and since then never looked back. That was 16 years ago. I want to select all of this, right? My whole night. And then, why do we have these names now? Mannequin animations, jump. Oh, jump? Oh no. Oh yeah, I guess. I don't remember what we did. It's interesting that this is now 003. I truly feel like I need to just do a basic Blender course where you just have like a super basic person and then animation, and then you export it and you just use it in Xcode just on a separate project, just like unrelated to my game, just to get it to work on a super basic level. That would be big. Yeah, that would be big, because that one, you know, this would look so much better if we had a running night. And then we can add some more environments. Even the cape is not flying. Doot. Okay, ChatGPT. I am, you know what? Starting from scratch here, exporting my T-pose night and then animation night. Give me a step-by-step guide based on what we found out truly truly works, like mapping animations, etc. with the deform whatever's we did. I don't know why my keyboard is so slow, but let's do it. I don't know why I'm surprised I see the material. Create 2 exports from Blender. T-pose night, clean static base model, animated night. Same night driven by the also want to make sure the whatever's in T-pose night versus animation night, whatever's match regarding their names, limbs, or that stuff. So everything is matching, right? I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what this is, but hopefully ChatGPT knows. And the key thing we learned is do not use automatic weights. Use original animated rig. Keep the knight's existing weighting vertex groups intact. Okay. Open the animation rig file. Open the Blender file. Why do we do the animation rig file first? Actions like running a, walking a, mannequin meshes. Import the knight. Import the original knight asset into the same Blender scene. Well, we did it the other way around. Does it harm? That is the knight. And that is, I don't know. This is the animation. And then here we say not jump. We say running. Okay, I don't know what the difference is between these two now. And it's not working either. You should make them match, otherwise you create avoidable pain later. For your T-pose knight and the animated knight, keep the same object names, mesh names, armature name, and bone names as much as possible. What needs to match? Consistent between the two exports, armature object name. Yeah. Keep the same rig. Use the same animation rig object for both export. Do not rename it differently in one file. Keep the same knight mesh object names. Your mesh pieces are currently things like that. Build one working right. Yeah. Yeah, Blender loves to do that. If you duplicate, re-import, or rebuild things, those suffixes appear. Avoid exporting messy duplicates names if possible. If needed, rename things cleanly before final export. I would love to. Just gonna do this then. Okay, let's not save this. Do not save. Open another Blender. And then X delete. Import. Let's do FBX then. For once. Character FBX knight. Okay, this guy doesn't even look right. Now he looks right. Okay, never mind. All right. Oh, we got even camera and light. I didn't see that earlier. Okay, we got the rig medium. Right? Okay. If if I just go like this, interesting. So I got rig medium here. Then, okay. Now step by step guide, please. Let me move this. Oi. Create two exports from the same Blender setup, so names and hierarchy match. Night T-pose, night run, and use the method that actually worked. Parent night meshes to rig medium, choose plane arm. Okay, do not do these. Do not build the T-pose and run versions from separate Blender scenes if you want matching names. Do not build the do this. Build one working night setup. Export both files from that same setup. Okay. Okay. Open and prepare the scene. You know what's interesting? Because this is interesting. We got here, we got the character, right? And then here it's called night. But the moment we import it, it's called rig medium. And then here, animations, FBX says rig medium. Okay, you need the scene that contains rig medium, actions like running A and T-pose, etc. Mannequin meshes. Import the night. Import the night into the same scene. I did that. Wait. Open Blender scene with the animation rig. Oh. Why do you want... Okay. Before I follow your step-by-step guide, why do we import animation first? Is there a reason why we do that? Is the thing that actually works. That is the anchor of the whole process. The short reason, you import open the animation setup first because it already has the working aperture, a rig that Blender is already playing correctly. Then you bring the night in and make the night follow that. Because the night asset is just the model side of the problem, the night gave you mesh materials its own rig container mess. But it did not give you a clean animation path that worked out of the box. When you tried to make the night's own rig, take the animation directly, Blender UI turned into nonsense and the action was not driving. What do you mean? What actually worked, what truly worked was keep rig medium as the animation source, attach the night meshes to rig medium, use plane. The correct base scene is the one that already contains the working animated rig. In practical terms, well, is that the common best practice approach though? Like, let's do it right? It's not yes and no. Common best practice, not always import animation first. Choose a single master skeleton rig. Keep characters bound to that rig when possible. Reuse the same skeleton across characters if you want to share animations easily. If skeletons differ, use retargeting rather than random reparenting hacks. Yeah, multiple character mesh skin to that same rig. Okay. I think the night rig. I think let's do the step-by-step guide, assuming importing the night first works. Yeah, then bring the animation rig into it. Bind with plane, yeah. Okay. Got it. Import the knight asset first. Confirm the knight import correctly. Rig medium or maybe... Yeah, we got that. Check material. Switch viewport shading to material preview. Make sure the knight is colored. Yes. If yes, good. That means the knight asset is the right visual base. Import the animation asset into the knight scene. Import the animation asset. Okay, let's do that now. Import the legacy animation movement basics. OC001. Okay, I did number 5 and imported the animation asset. Blender renamed it to Rig. The Knight FPX. Hey, don't say Fox. Became Rig Medium, and when importing the animation, it became and when importing the animation, that one became Rig Medium. Anything I should fix here before proceeding? Let's check. Yes, fix it now before you go further. Right now the names are backwards from what you want. Rig me animation recompense. That will get confusing fast. Rename it immediately so the roles are obvious. Rename the night side something like night rig. Okay, all right, sure. Let me do that. Night rig. Night. Okay. Renamed to Night Rig. Rig and medium. Please check and see if there's anything else to fix in the screenshot. I wonder about this guy here, you know? Let me do this, let me do that. Bada bim, bada boom. This is much cleaner. You see now reads correctly. That is what you want. It looks good in the screenshot. And one thing to notice, inside each top level object, you still have an inner armature object. Exactly. That is not necessarily wrong. It just means Blender import nested hierarchies. Do not try to fix those names right now unless they confuse you badly. What I would change optionally only for clarity. You could rename the inner armatures to, under Night Rig, rename the inner Rig Medium to Night Armature. Yeah, I would like that. Night Armature. And then animation armature. Yeah. Armature. But this is optional. Okay. We named it to Night Armature and Anim Armature. See for yourself. Like that. we want to do it clean now. I don't know why we didn't say anim medium or animation here. But let's see, I do wonder if I can export the night from here and the night with animation, just to keep it both clean, and then just delete the one that we have in place right now. Okay. Stop renaming things. At this point, more renaming just creates new ways to mess it up. Okay, sorry. Select these. Okay, you are about to bind the night meshes to animation rig. Select these. Okay, I'm going to select these. Then select last, rig medium, not animation armature, not night armature, not night rig. Okay, just rig medium. Got it? The parent target should be the same thing that worked before. The top level animation rig import object rig medium. What do you mean? The parent target should be the same thing. I understand how to select the night meshes and animation rig, but don't understand your sentence. That one. Oop. Okay, before you do that, make sure you are in object mode. We are, not pose mode, no. Press the parenting shortcut. Yeah, Control P, thanks for not telling me. Not automatic waits, one useful check after selecting everything. The viewport top left should show the active objects. One collection. You select, if it shows night head or anything else, you select it in the wrong order. As rig medium, well, it does show two things here. Let me check what he says after that. It means this: in your outliner, there are two different animation side things, rig medium and anim armature. You should select rig medium. Yeah, I got this. I was parenting the night meshes to the outer imported animation object, not to the inner armature. Well, I don't know if we tried. What if I just try this and that and then do Control P? Control P? See? Yeah, that doesn't work. Does it? We didn't do anything here, right? Let's do this and that. Control P. Control P. No, it doesn't work either. The heck is going on? Oh, because he's dying? Oh, maybe because it's different. What is that? Down here we want to do what kind of render output view layer scene world collection physics constraints data bone. What else do we have? Action something transform. No. How did we change the view down here? Here, there was dope sheet. There we go. Dope sheet, and then we can actually make this so much smaller. We don't need it this big there. I don't know why it was. T-pose. No. Let's select this. Is that 4 seconds or what is that? It's 4 frames. Dope sheet. And then wasn't there like an action editor? From here, animation, scripting, data. If I select this guy, it doesn't let me. There's an action editor. That's, oh, here, see, what is that? Dope sheet or action editor? And then I can say new. Why can I say new here? Dope sheet. Action running. Wait, here, right? Running A. And then this would be, it would be running if you were to running. What if I go to dope sheet again? Then action editor running action. I don't understand how this guy would not run. When we do this is T-pose running. Oh, there we go. What was the difference? Okay, so then if we do this, all of that plus that guy, and then we do Control P deform, and then we do, haha, never mind. See, yeah, that didn't work. So okay, so I understand. So we select all of that, and then the parent, and then do Control P and deform. Why? Why? Oh, you know why? No, I don't know why. Nobody knows. What about why? What about, you know what? Why don't I just do this? I don't know what that means. Oh. Yeah. So it doesn't mean anything. You cannot even do that. These things, if I want all of these things. Oh, he has a running already? No, he's not running. And then you have that guy, animation here, running A, right? And we said we're doing these two things together and it doesn't work. Is it because we imported it the wrong way around? Does that make any difference? You know, this doesn't change a thing. If I were to import the animation first and then the night, this is so confusing. I still don't know how to get to the right place here. But if I were to say X, import the animation first, rig basic movement, right? And then we can call this one what do we call it? Armature? Was it animation armature? Anim armature. Yeah, rig medium anim armature. And then I import the other guy, the character knight. There we go. Don't do that. We're gonna rename this guy. This is gonna be knight rig medium, and then this gonna be knight armature, knight armature, amateur armature. Okay, and then let's do it again, because now we changed the import. If we do this, wait, actually for down here, I wanted to see, however we did this, I don't know, down here, how to open the right stuff from, oh yeah, here, from here, and then from here action editor, and then from action editor, for some reason, top sheet, sure, then from here we say running, no, sorry, here we say running, pick running A. Now we see running A there, and now if we select all of this and the top, and then Control P and the form, he still is flat like what, whatever he's doing is not right. You know why? Because we named everything, I'm sure. Okay, we rename back. Rename everything back. Let's see if that's the issue. Okay. So, everything is back to the name how it was imported. So all of this, actually go on here, go into running. I always click the wrong thing. Now we have the running, and then we say this guy with all of this. P, deform, nope, no luck. That's so interesting. I don't know what we did earlier that it actually worked to map it. Did we map it with this and this? And then, I don't know, like all of that plus all of that. This is arm left, arm right, body, head, leg left, leg right. This one has helmet as well. 23. Can you not just do these two things together? No. You can also not do these two things together, right? No. Of course not. Of course not. Yeah, and then all these. Arm left, arm right. Arm left, arm right. Body. Head. Leg left, leg right. Leg left, leg right. Let's do the same here. This. Actually, no, let's not do any of this. I cannot undo it. Let's do all of that plus that, and then P. It doesn't help. It doesn't help one bit. I also don't understand why I don't see the bones anymore the way I saw it earlier, before. Originally I was able to see all these dots, and I don't see those anymore at all. Is it because of object mode? No. Pose mode doesn't change a thing. So because I see it differently? No. Oh no. Okay.
What's going on?
I tried to do it from scratch again, but it doesn't work. I cannot match it. I cannot map the animation. I cannot map the animation with... Earlier I was just kind of selecting everything here and this one and do like this, and then it was mapping the animation together, but now it doesn't. And I don't know why. I don't even see down here the running one. This is the running one. And then there's my knight.
The knight is not following.
Right. If I do... Oh, this is the knight? This is the knight. And if I see this whole guy, should map, and then I want to walk? No. Now it's different too, a little bit. Really was even broken. I don't know why. Should I map this whole thing with this guy instead? No. Let's see. I don't know, Blender enough to know what to do. This would be something where I would just watch a video where someone explains from ground up. Alright, create 2 arms and 2 legs and animate it. And this is how you match it to another person you created. And this is how you export it, very simple. And then once I know that, then I have a better understanding, because right now I don't know what I'm doing here. It's a whole new program.
That's what I was thinking. You should at least know a little bit so that you can understand how to instruct.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now the dog is walking you.
What's working?
The dog is walking you, not you are walking
I
the
see.
dog.
Yes.
So you should understand that first.
Mm-hmm.
At least you can learn something from the project and know better about the instructions.
Yeah. True.
And go to sleep for tomorrow's work. Bye.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Alrighty. Hey guys, I'm gonna go to bed. And I'm gonna probably just see tomorrow if I can learn something about Blender from YouTube, just some foundations later after work.
Yeah.
But thanks for lurking. It's always fun if we have some more people just hanging out while I'm trying to struggle. So catch you later. Don't forget to follow if you want to catch me again live. This would be the opportunity right now. And then yeah, have a good night. Catch you later. And see you next time. This is how it looks like right now.
So it's back to that.
Back to just a night without animation. If he was a witch on a broom, that would be fine. Because he didn't have to move. He's just being like, I'm Harry Potter.
I mean, at least you can learn something.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. After you learning it, it's yours.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. We can rate someone. He's another game dev. So we could. What's his name? Copy. Right. We cannot go from here probably. We have to do it from my channel. And just do raid and then channel. Alright guys, say hi from me as another game dev if you want to still see some game development, and I'll catch you in the next stream.